No, I bet you giggled like a little girl.
I did. For quite a long time. Apparently, everyone's screaming about overlay in the chat. Is there something?
Yes, they do.
Okay, that's fine.
The problem has been solved.
The problem has been solved, the appropriate paperwork was filled out, and managers were consulted.
It's just a problem. I can't bring up XSplit anymore because the thing and the stuff and ugh.
Don't talk about the thing and the
stuff. I don't want to talk about it.
Nope, the thing and the stuff is just terrible. One was not amused with it. One was not amused. But what I am amused by is this gateway expansion. I quite like gateway expansions on Daybreak. And actually, the one thing that I could really see going on here is History going for a similar build to the last game, because that same Blink Stalker style with the Mothership Core is very effective on Daybreak.
Yeah, and we're seeing DSCL going straight to hatch first.
Which is risque, especially when it's up against a gateway first. Admittedly, Daybreak has a relatively large rush distance, but it is only relatively large. It's not massive. It's no Whirlwind.
No, it isn't. It's not a massive map. It's a fairly big map, but...
Well, actually, it's not a big map. It's just a big rush distance.
Yeah, I know. It's a small map. Like, it's not too far. You draw a direct line. It's really short, but it's the fact you've got to like run around the entire map before you can actually get there.
It's a small map with a big personality. That's just like me. Up. Anyway, we do have the gas being taken now from DSCL, so he's not going to be rushing out that third base. And the reason he doesn't need to do that is because he's scouted the natural is safe as safe can be. So he's happy with that. He's chilled, and therefore he's just going to get up the gas, get out some speed, and then use Zerglings, which he likes to do.
Yes, so as we see that pool finishing and the gas, he's going to take control of the map, as you said. And how soon before you reckon we'll see some poking and some aggression with this Protoss?
It depends on what History wants to do, because the previous one Belshir, when he did this, he took the natural very early. He's got enough minerals to do it now, so I'm expecting him to. And then he can just bank up energy on that Mothership Core, and that will allow him, when he is aggressive, to use time warps as well as still having the option to mass recall back. And I think that's going to be his ultimate aim in this game, and therefore we shouldn't have to worry about much pressure coming in anytime soon.
So as he builds that Nexus and the Mothership Core stands guard very close by, hidden probe at the top. I don't know if he just wants to use this to go get a scout off on the third base, or if he's actually going to go and hide something around the map. I don't think he'll hide anything.
I don't think there's a need to hide anything when you're going for this sort of build. There's nothing to be hidden, ultimately. We do have the additional 2 gateways on their way. That straightaway takes up to 3 gate, and actually, with the 4th gate there, 2 base with 4 gate pressure is highly effective against Zerg, especially when they're trying to secure that 3rd.
And I think he's going to drop a proxy pylon with that probe.
And that's all good.
Yeah, and then he's going to go do a little pokey pressure, and I mean, I think it could work against DSCL, because you've seen he doesn't like to build spines unless he goes, oh crap, then throws down 8 spines at once at his natural and just gives up his 3rd.
Yep. DSCL definitely doesn't like a little bit of pokey.
He doesn't like to be poked.
Nobody likes to be poked. It's the worst thing on Facebook ever. Like, whoever uses pokes. If you ever get poked on Facebook, you're just like, I unfriend people for poking.
Yeah, you immediately unfriend them. You're like, what are you doing?
It's like getting a Farmville request. It's just like, no. No. You're not being... I know you can ignore the requests and things like that, but I just don't want those people on my friends list. I'm sorry, I don't.
And double Evo Chamber coming down off 2 base, going into 1-1. Is he going to go for Muta again? Muta's very good on this map.
Mutas are very good on this map. It'd be cool to see, especially because I don't really imagine that DSCL is expecting his opponent to go for that blink play again, even though it is viable. More likely, in terms of a 2-base all-in, I think that we get a bit of pressure, but that 1-1 is not going to be done in time to deal with this 4-gate pressure coming in.
He has nothing. He has no spines. He's got no creep spread. He's got nothing.
He has got 10 Zerglings on the way and quite a few drones, but they are not combat ready.
No, they aren't, and I mean, the one Zealot with the correct force fielding will kill all of them.
It will kill them all. Now, these units are heading straight towards natural. We've got 6 more Lings in production, but that proxy pylon is getting awful close. The probe takes a look at the 3rd, and it's just like, oh, that's not done yet. No need to kill it at the moment. And I honestly think that DSCL is dead now.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's going just pure Zealot sentry. And the only reason... It's, again, the third's not up, so he doesn't even have to worry about new units being created, coming round and killing sentries off from behind. Queen's getting distracted, and oh god, good force fields there. Queens aren't going to be safe. Zergling coming from the back.
But good force fields.
Force fields, but yeah, gets one sentry and that's it. Queens have gone down. He's got 20 lings on the way, but look at the amount of zealots he has now.
Yeah, the main is just going to get force fielded off forever. And that just means drones are getting pulled, and if drones are pulled, you are seconds away from winning, most likely.
Yeah, every time you see a Zerg pull drones, that's usually game. Mothership core, not gonna die. It's too buzz.
And yeah, ultimately, Daboo just didn't react correctly.
No, he doesn't. He plays very greedy. He does not appreciate getting pressured, and history just went and poked him.
Yeah. And Zerg is just such a reactionary race as well, Greedy.